Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Another edition of the Parent Cafe. Thank you to Augusta Partnership for Children for allowing me, Tanya Gibbons of Far More, to lead this conversation today. I'm excited to have a conversation with my good friend, Ms. LaTonya Goodwin. She is a recognized leader in economic empowerment, workforce development, energy assistance across Georgia. She recently resumed her career with Georgia Power as a senior customer engagement specialist, where she connects communities with critical energy support and efficiency solutions. In this role, she proudly serves as a liaison between the business community and Georgia Power. Holding a Bachelor of Science in Engineering with a specialization in electrical engineering and computer science, LaTonya has dedicated nearly 30 years to Georgia Power, serving in leadership roles across engineering, customer service, economic and community development, and external affairs. Her most recent role before returning to Georgia Power was as executive director for a nonprofit organization where she championed workforce innovation and equitable access to opportunity. Welcome, LaTonya.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
So good to sit here and have a conversation with you.
Same.
It's been a while. We've worked in spaces together and worked together on things. And so it's just really good to see you. And back in Georgia Power, your old stomping grounds where you started your career. So how does that feel?
Oh, it feels absolutely wonderful. I am so glad to be back, and especially in the opportunity to role that we're in. It is a role that was created. It's called Energy Assistance, the department that I'm in. Mm-hmm. And that energy assistance role is in response to the local offices. You remember when we had those local offices where customers could come in and discuss their bills and discuss any issues. Well, I am a rolling local office and awesome. I serve all over the Augusta area. So I'm so grateful to have this Parent Cafe to just get information out and connect with everyone on this.
And the Parent Cafe is about educating the community, educating our partners. So Augusta Partnership for Children, of course, is kind of, I explain it like it's an umbrella. And it's a consortium of nonprofits that serve our local communities in different ways. And so with the services that you provide from Georgia Power, tell us a little bit about some of the things that you offer to those that may be watching in the community.
Well, thank you. And I would say, Tanya, we are a partner as well with the Augusta Partnership, and as well as these other nonprofits. So I want to talk about that because Georgia Power is here for you. So as we talk about these other nonprofits that are our nonprofits that are under the umbrella, there is the most important thing that we serve as an asset, and that's our clients. So our clients recently have just been faced with all sorts of issues, and affordability is definitely one of them.
Absolutely.
With that being said, Georgia Power knows that sometimes we use those funds to help pay for utility bills. What we have developed is an energy assistance portal where nonprofits, community agencies, or churches can access this portal to assist in paying those utility bills. That portal is available 24/7 a day. So you know how sometimes when
emergencies don't always happen between 9 and 5. I tell people that all the time.
Exactly. So, and then you need to get that payment to that customer as quickly as possible. So one of the attributes of the portal is that you can actually make this payment through an ACH. It is immediate.
Okay.
Or you can pledge. You can hold that customer's account. So, and a benefit to the nonprofit or that's using the portal is that you see the full picture of what that customer needs. So, sometimes you get that customer and they're lagging and they don't have their utility bills. I really don't know how much. Well, having access, you have.
So you will be actually able to see their bill if you're going to pay on it. Because a lot of times, you know, in my former role in the mayor's office, we would get people calling us, you know, I need help with my utility bill. I need help with my water bill and different things like that. And again, not always 9 to 5, you know, some people who had my cell phone number would call, and a lot of agencies that are trying to help and support people by helping them with their bills, having to wait until the office opens because, again, there's no local office that you can go to. So this is just a benefit for those that do assist with energy bills and helping them get it to them quicker, easier, safer, because a lot of times you have to protect your your stuff. You don't want people knowing your card number and those things. So is that how
Exactly.
that works?
That is exactly how it works. And it's a secure portal
Okay.
and it's only for our nonprofit agencies. The customer's not able to see that. Another benefit is customers often, and sometimes they do need to go to other agencies for assistance, because one agency may only be able to pay $100 on someone's account, but that bill is $500.
Right.
So where they're going to get that gap, the agency is able to see who else is making that donation. Now, a trick that our agencies do as well, if you see that another agency is making a payment on a customer's account, then you can maybe, as a partner, because we're all partners,
Right.
reach out to that agency and say, hey, so you have some funding. I have some customers that I may need to refer to you.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, and then Georgia Power, we also go the distance as well, because we're sending out communication about grants that are available, about opportunities.
And who do you send this to? Is that in this portal for those that are signed up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We're providing the information. And then just quick tips about things that are going on, even with our company. Recently, Google donated $500,000 to help with energy assistance.
To Georgia Power?
To Georgia Power.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we seek donations as well for customers to pay. Now, we can't pay directly,
right.
but we will set up information for our agencies to access those funds.
So would someone like an Augusta Partnership be able to apply for those funds? Or I guess what's the criteria to be able to apply for some of that funding?
Each funding is different, of course, just like a grant. But we will notify our agencies that are in the portal. Okay. So it's something, and I will tell you, there are agencies that are in the portal. You may be familiar, I'm sure, with the names such as United Way, St. Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army. But however, we have small churches that only make maybe $50 payments, once a month or so to only their members.
Okay. But that's still a help.
It's still a help.
Because it's as hot as it's been, light bills, we were talking earlier, $700 utility bills, $800. I can't imagine. Like, I would probably pass out if I received a bill that was that high.
I have imagined and passed out when I received a bill.
You like, I've done both. So, yes. How do people manage, because everything is so expensive now. Groceries are expensive, gas, utilities. How can people help mitigate those bills, especially from a utility standpoint? I mean, I know Georgia Power has gotten flack about raising, the rates and things of that nature, but can you help people navigate what it looks like to kind of help yourself in that instance from a utility perspective?
Yes, the answer is yes, and we are here for you.
Yeah.
So before I get into those options, you did mention about raising the rates.
Yeah.
I want to share, and I know that a lot of our customers, because I can understand, but Georgia Power, they're in business to serve energy and collect our money. However, we're regulated by the Public Service Commission.
Right.
This year, we were supposed to have a rate increase, to ask the Public Service Commission for a rate increase. That is not what we asked the Public Service Commission. We asked, can you freeze our base rates?
Oh, wow.
They agreed, not only for this year, not only for 2025, 2026, 2027, and also.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So for the next 3 years,
we'll have some relief.
Base rates will be frozen.
Good.
So
that's awesome.
Georgia Power, we're here for you.
Yeah.
So let me just share
thank
you. Thank you. And let me just share with you how else we're here for our customers. We understand. I know this is another thing you don't hear from utility companies, discounts. And I get this in the street a lot. Georgia Power, you with Georgia Power, you must get a discount on your bill. I personally do not, but some of our customers do. So I want to talk with you about those discounts.
How do we get a discount? Because I might need that.
So that discount is $33.50 off the bill each month. $33.50.
That's good.
That is an annualized total of $402. It is good.
Yes.
Now, it used to be just our senior citizens that were a certain income.
Okay.
So in the spaces that you work, Tanya, you know, when we're discussing income levels,
Yeah.
we're usually talking about 80%
Yeah.
or 100% of those income
Seniors.
levels. Yes.
Yeah.
With Georgia Power, we expand to one of the highest levels, which is 200% of the federal poverty guidelines.
Okay.
The seniors can receive a discount for those that are over the age of 65, and it's adjusted for the household income.
Okay.
So a household size of 8, you can earn over $100,000 and still receive this $33.50.
What?
And let me just share, sometimes your household size fluctuates because we know,
Right.
and we know here in Augusta that we do have a homeless.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are people who are couch suffering.
Yeah.
That's part of your household at the time, you know, and that's at the time that you apply.
Absolutely.
So nonetheless, beyond our senior citizens who are 65 and older and 200% of the federal poverty guidelines, we also offer that discount, $33.50, for those that receive SSI,
Okay.
SSDI,
Okay.
are part of the Housing Choice Voucher Program, which is formerly Section 8.
Right. Okay.
So it's called our income qualified discount. You get the $33.50 off each month. In addition, let's say you need to transfer service, you're moving from one home to the next. We don't charge you a connection fee either. And that's a savings of $30.
Okay. Okay. And so I guess somebody like me won't qualify. But I mean, it's good that that benefit is out there for the community, especially like you said, you mentioned the poverty level. And we do see a lot of that. Augusta has one of the highest poverty rates in the state. But we're working and finding partners and community partners that can help address some of those needs by offering discounts, offering grants, or whatever that looks like. How do people sign up? Like where do they, is there something that do you guys send bills in the mail anymore?
We do. We do send bills in the mail, and you're absolutely right. We're in the 21st century, and most people receive their bill digitally. However, you can enroll in the income qualified discount online through Georgia Power. It's a simple form that we do not ask for any documentation of your income or your SSI qualifications. This is the honor system. You are saying that this is the what I qualify for.
Now listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't go messing this up for everybody. I need y'all to do the right thing. If you sign up for this, make sure you qualify based on the criteria that I'm quite sure is shared online, because I know sometimes people get a little happy and they like, well, they don't know, they didn't ask for nothing. So don't do that. Don't do that. Leave it for the people who really need it. And I'm not saying we don't all need it, but so leave it for the folks that it's intended for. That's what I would say. What other programs does Georgia Power have? Like we have a lot of community partners that, like you do, pay bills or assist others, but help people navigate where they can find help and support and resources. Again, since you're not local, we don't have local offices anymore, and people have issues with their bill. And it's a pain in the butt trying to call somebody, because you either get a machine, you get put on hold. Like, how do they reach out to someone like you, or what is the path if they need help or assistance?
Okay. So far as our customer service, we're there from 7 to 5 daily. And that number is 1-888-660-5890. And there are options, of course, that you go through that phone tree, but you will reach a person to speak with. We find that a lot of our customers prefer to be self-service, where they're interacting through us through our online chats or through online. You have an option of managing your entire account, not only our residential customers, our business and property managers customers as well. They're able to manage their entire account online through Georgia Power and navigate with us. We have certain levels of when you need that extra assistance, and I'm part of that. And so I do provide my cell phone. That cell phone is given to me by Georgia Power. Not, it is not my own personal. If I'm not able to answer, I won't. But I do send people back to the care center if they have not gone there first. I usually handle
don't start at the top. Go through our process, and then if it needs to reach me, it will. Right.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned you guys, so not only individuals So do you do anything from a business perspective, for instance, nonprofits, if they have need of support with their utility bills? Because, nonprofits, they're just like everybody else. They're counting every penny. Things are getting higher. They're not getting as much funding. So is there any help for the nonprofits as well, or?
So still though, saying that energy assistance portal, other nonprofits actually support their partners. And I have seen that, of course, we're not able to share,
Right.
but yeah, we do there are assistance for nonprofits with their utility bills, and
Okay.
other nonprofits will look out because they know how important and critical the mission is.
Right.
However, further, a nonprofit is a business, and you have those, energy efficiency needs just like anyone else. Georgia Power, we offer rebates as well as audits to come in and just do a scope of what you can do to upgrade, your building.
Okay.
And we have funds that are available for those upgrades. And that is
so
fine.
y'all hear that? Your nonprofits, y'all better tap in and listen. Okay. Okay.
In addition to that, for the nonprofits, for your residential home, there's just needs of, especially those are low to moderate income. We have a program that's called EASE, where we will spend up to $5,000 to make your home more energy efficient.
Really?
Yes, that can go for insulation.
So that's not a penny out of the pocket of the renter or the home. So does it have to be a homeowner, or can it be a renter?
It can be a renter.
Wow.
Right. It can be a renter. You speak with your landlord. We will talk with them, because one of the things we want to ensure, we're investing in this home. Now the home is more energy efficient. The landlord may want to raise the rent.
Right.
So we have measures in place where we're asking the landlord to sign that you're not going to raise the rent for a certain period of time.
Right.
And of course, if the customer is paying their rent, then you're not going to evict them as well to just get someone else.
Right.
So Georgia Power is thinking of those things, and we're just here for you and here for our customers.
That's amazing, because from an energy efficient, I was sharing with you that I can't imagine that high bill. My bill stays average about $100 in this summer heat. But you said there are tips, because you said my home must be energy efficient, and I'm quite sure it is, because it's a newer build. But for those who may not have the energy efficient space, what can they do to kind of mitigate some of those costs?
Oh gosh, thanks for asking. There are so many, and I'm one of those people. Like I said, I was surprised about a $700 bill.
I would have fainted.
So one of the things that I did was go to my thermostat, and I live in a home at the time that did not have a programmable thermostat. The old ones where So I was able to get a digital thermostat. That's one of the things that I invest in. In Georgia Power, we actually have a marketplace where you can purchase those at a discounted rate for us. We used to also offer rebates for that. So please pay attention to Georgia Power, because you're dedicated to saving money for you to have those tools. But when you have that thermostat, whether or not it's an analog or digital thermostat, in the summer, raise it to 78.
That seems hot.
I know. And I told Tanya, she's not believing me. So I work, I'm out of my home most of the day, and I'm an empty nester, and my husband is out of the home as well.
Right.
So I have my thermostat on 86. You won't believe it, but I reduced that $700 bill to less than $200.
Really?
Yes, and I use fans.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So, I know that's extreme, but it's just what your comfort level is.
But then too, to cut that bill down, you have to do what you have to do.
Exactly.
And for me, I have a smaller space, so it's just a 1-bedroom. I keep mine on 72, and that's comfortable for me. And I'm not typically, heat doesn't really bother me, but 86, I was like, I will burn up.
Yeah. And so, Tanya, and that's another piece I want to add is to share with everyone about Georgia Power here for you. Because one of the things when we're moving and we're considering where we're going to, we look at that house, that space, and go, oh, I want to be here. But you don't know the history behind that space. So you can call Georgia Power, and we will provide you the average monthly bill. Now that's the historical perspective of the previous 10, but at least you will get some kind of idea
exactly.
about that energy
Exactly, because you
efficiency.
don't know that 2,800 square foot space versus a 1,400 square foot space. And then again, based on whether that thermostat is on 72 or 86. But it will give you a guide like, okay. And I tell people all the time, people want these big houses and they want all this thing, because that means higher bills when you come from a utility perspective. And I'm not trying to pay all of that money.
Yeah, so 78 is the recommended option.
Okay.
We do have tips on our website to discuss, attic insulation and other things that you can do to support.
And so they could just go on what is it now? Sometimes when I go to pay my bill, I get confused because it says Southern Company on one thing and Georgia Power. So where should people actually go? It's actually georgiapower.com. Southern, and it's Georgia spelled out, georgiapower.com. Southern Company is our parent company. Right. We have Georgia Power, Alabama Power, as well. Right. We're actually in nearly all 50 states because we also have our gas business, Atlanta Gas Light. Atlanta Gas and Light, under Southern Company. Okay. And we have other facilities. So, Augusta. Augusta has so much to be proud of, and I know this is not necessarily sexy or anything that we're talking about right now, but it's informative and it's going to save some people some money. Yes. And our backyard is Plant Vogtle. Right. Plant Vogtle, first, the nation is providing the cleanest energy that anyone has in our nation. This is the first nuclear bill that has happened in such a long time. And having Georgia Power, Southern Company, we ensure that we have a mix of energy fuel that can serve our customers. And believe it or not, we are one of the least priced when it comes to cost for your utility bills. Wow. Yes. Wow. And the reason is because, and I'm saying terminology, but we are a vertically integrated company. We have been in Georgia for over 100 years. Oh, wow. And we're citizen wherever we serve. But our model is that we own our generation, we own our transmission, those large poles that go cross country, and we also own our distribution. So therefore, we're not beholden to another company, and we're able to make decisions that are on the spot. Right, that's right. Yes. And that's good to know, especially when I think about what happened during Hurricane Helene. Every corner I turned after a few days, Georgia Power trucks, you mentioned Alabama and other states. I saw all kinds of Georgia Power trucks to come in and to help. And you think about the big poles and all the things that go along with it. Georgia Power is able to come in, repair, and get things back on track. And yes, it took a while, but the devastation, but you guys showed up and you guys were here immediately. Yes, and we always do. And it's extraordinary. That was one of the worst events that we have ever had in our system. I heard from Georgia Power. Yeah, Hurricane Michael was but this surpassed Hurricane by bounds, leaps and bounds. Not only did we reach out to other states, as you mentioned, but we had even Canada. We do whatever it takes to get our customers back on. We want you to be comfortable in your home, and we are still cleaning up for the effects of Hurricane almost a year later. Yes, almost a year later. Yeah. Wow. So how can people reach us to get information more on the program? So there are so many programs. You have the EASE program, that's the $5,000 one. Okay. See, I'm remembering some stuff. And then you have people can apply for grants. But the main thing you want people to know is about the portal for nonprofits. The portal for nonprofits for those. Okay. But then also from a personal standpoint, let's talk again about energy usage, because this is a big deal. Affordability. It is. So we have a tool that's called My Power Usage. Now, this tool, you can have it. You talked about digital, and people now are so change their phones and other. Well, we have text alerts or email alerts that can notify you. If you, let's just give an example here. 30 days in a month. It's like, well, I don't want my bill to be over $300. The $300, that's what I'm budgeting for. Not going to be over 50. Well, I get what you're saying. Just saying.
Just for simplicity.
Right. I got you. I got you. You like, this is an example.
30 days is $10 a day.
Okay.
So you can set that My Power Usage tool, which is online,
Mhm.
to $10 to that cost. And we will alert you when you are approaching that threshold.
Really?
So then you can go back and look at what's going on. Am I drying clothes, washing clothes at the same time? Is that
Right.
causing my bills to go up? So
Right.
you can adjust your
Oh,
habits.
that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's real smart. So it tells you, okay, you about to hit your limit and you're going to be over this amount if you don't. Okay, so that's one program, the EASE program, the portal. What other tips do you have or
I was going to
information?
say that we have a variety of rates as well. A lot of residential, and I'm one of those, and I'm on budget billing, but we have so much more than your normal, just residential rate or budget billing. We also offer flat bill, prepay. We have a time of use rate. Our peak time is from 2 to 7, June through September, the summer months, 2 to 7.
Mhm.
So if you can avoid cooking, drying,
Oh,
the air
wow.
conditioner during that time, you save a
Ooh,
tremendous
that's when
amount.
I do
off your
most of my
bill.
stuff.
It depends on your lifestyle. There are some like
Yeah.
me that I
You're
don't
not
get
even
home.
home. Yeah.
Yes, during
Yeah.
that
So
time.
really, it might not affect you that much if you're not home. During
Right.
those. Okay.
Yeah. So it
That
depends on
makes
your
sense.
lifestyle. Again, Georgia Power is here for our customers, and that's where
Yeah.
we're just thinking of things every day. What can make it easier
Yeah.
for us?
And I love that because a lot of times you guys get a bad rap because people just be mad about their bills, and I understand. However, they don't know what they don't know. So now you're here educating us all on the options and the opportunities that Georgia Power provides to their customers, this community, because you think about the Augusta region, because you go beyond Augusta, you're in Thompson and Rennes and those other communities.
Sparta.
Sparta, where
Well,
you live, that's right. Going up 20.
yeah.
And so to know that these resources are right at our fingertips, because a lot of times we're looking to other agencies, and the agencies don't mind, but start with the company, Georgia Power. Do you have any options for me? I'm a single parent. I can only pay this. And so you have flat bill. And what is my bill? What did you say?
My power usage. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
different things that could help folks save some money on their power bills, which will put a little bit more money in their pocket to be able to provide other things that they may have need of. So I think this has been a great conversation, and we're so glad that you're in this role in the community. We're so glad to be a partner, and I know that you're going to be doing great work. Where can people find you? Should they go online? I know we said georgiapower.com,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia spelled out,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave an 800 number earlier.
Yes, I gave that 1-888-660-5890 as our customer care center number.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
So I think this has been truly an amazing conversation. You guys have learned a lot. Hopefully you took some notes. You wrote some stuff down. You're going to tap into the Georgia Power portal, see how it can benefit you, your community, those that you may serve if you're a nonprofit. And yeah, just share the wealth, because a lot of times it's not about, jumping through hoops. It's simple. You said you don't even have to upload no documents to this portal. Sign up, and that's it.
That's it.
That's in the honor system. We talked about this, the honor system. Don't go out here messing this stuff up, because we need these resources to stay in our community. We want to help as many people as possible. Thank you, LaTonya. Go ahead. You got something else to
Got
share?
one more thing. I told you Georgia Power is here for you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share this with you. We're talking about utility bills, but we're also looking at the whole customer.
Okay.
So we have a tool that's called our Community Assistance Resource Locator tool, CARL for short.
Okay.
Yes. So there, just like you use maybe 211, put in your zip code, your county, and we're just compiling all these agencies and resources where you can get help with shelter, food, counseling, whatever that may be.
Because a lot of times people don't know where to search. So we have the standard 211 United Way. The city has 311, but that's more for city services. But now CARL can help you find resources in your community as well. And that's a good way for people to connect again, like in the portal, other nonprofits come together. Oh, I see this agency is doing this work. So yeah, that's helpful for everyone. So y'all remember CARL is simple, acronym CARL, CARL, Community Assistance Relocator
Resource.
Okay. See, yep, I got it.
We're just here for you.
That's
And thank
That's
you.
awesome. We're just here for you. You heard her, Latanya Goodwin, Georgia Power. Thank you for coming and sharing all of this wonderful information. We'll have to have you back. I'm quite sure the partnership would love to have you back. So as you get more information and more access to funding or how to get funding or how to save on energy bills, we'd love to hear it. This has been another episode of Parent Cafe. I am Tanya Gibbons of Farmore and Associates. Thank you guys for joining us. Y'all have an amazing weekend.